it seems like the way they're using Chamarri Conner is the same way they use L'Jarius Sneed at the beginning of his emergence. Before they moved him out there, remember he was kind of all over the place. He played nickel in the box, safety, blitzing him. It seems like that's what they're doing with Chamarri Conner right now, and it's like the early days of how they use Sneed. It's almost like they're using him like as a Swiss Army knife on defense, and like it's scary because he's got a knack for the ball, JD. He's always around the play.
Yeah. He's a football player. I tell you all the time when coaches say a guy's a football player, that's one of the greatest compliments you could ever get, from a coach, and guys to recognize it. And so, like you said, he's kind of a ball hawk. He knows where he needs to be to make a play. He missed the one tackle where Drake London, I think, to get first down, where kind of put him in a position, toward the end. But other than that, man, he did. Other than that, man, he played solid.
Yeah. Even on that play, I mean, he was right in the position for it. He just, Drake London, he was like a power foot box out like a point guard for a play now.
One of the girls in the stands, there was a Atlanta Falcons fan. She said, "Well, who's your favorite player on the team?" I said, "Look, I played, and so all the guys I'm favorite. Now, obviously, I'm more, biased toward the tight ends, of course, because that's the position I played. But if I had to answer a question again, probably one of my answers would be Chamarri Conner."
Wow,
that's cool.
That's high praise, JD.
Yeah, it is. Man, look, and you recognize it. I recognize it. He does a great job, man. He's just a solid guy. And I said this before last week. Last week I said Chamarri Conner is a guy that you have to have on your football team. You have to have a guy like that.
Yeah, that's a Hokie right there. It's pride of Virginia right there, JD. Virginia Tech Hokie.
Yes, sir.
Chamarri Conner again steps up. Chamarri Conner has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't say enough about the guy. He was the MVP last week, and many would say, I would say the MVP of the game last week. But he comes in again, huge. The pick, and he also hands that ball off. I mean, great coverage guy. I mean,
Eddie.
Yeah. At the end of the game, where Drake London kind of like boxed him out and got him off, and he had good coverage on the play.
He was right there. His hand was right in the cookie jar. Just couldn't get it down.
I mean, he's all over the field. Like, he's one of those guys who's, when any action's going on, he's right by it. So he's one of those guys that Spags is we're slowly starting to see who's becoming his like favorite guy on that defense. And we see a guy utilize all the plays, kind of like beginning of when we started to see Sneed being utilized more. Remember the beginning before he was our top dog? Remember how Sneed was playing all over the field?
Yep.
Nickel, you saw him outside, inbox, safety, all over the field, and then that's how he became our guy. Yeah. That was the way we used L'Jarius Sneed. And I remember when, I'm not saying he is L'Jarius Sneed, but by any means, at least right now, when he came out, his measurables very, very similar to L'Jarius Sneed's, Chamarri Conner's. And we're seeing right now the early years of L'Jarius Sneed. It looks like the early years of Chamarri Conner, the way they were using him. And I love it. And now I'm going to have to go look at picking him up in my IDP fantasy leagues because he's all over the ball.
Yeah, I mean, 10 total tackles, 2 PDs, interception. Yeah, he's looking like a stud, man. We're just making DBs. Nazi Johnson looked good. Justin Reed was hitting it on the outside. I know he gave up something, but he hit it on that. I think it was that Mooney. Was it Mooney? He just like struck him and got him behind the line.
Was it Mooney or was it McLeod? It was one of the two. I don't forget.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, our defense just played after that first drive. I gotta say, like, lights out. They pretty much, again, they didn't have a drive over 5 plays till the fourth quarter, and even in the fourth quarter when they gave up long drives down to the red zone, they stopped them.
Yeah. No, it was talked about. You name a player, and I can pinpoint a play where they did something good in this game. But yeah, Nick Bolton and Chamarri Conner. Gotta say MVPs of this game on the defensive side of the ball.
8 tackles for losses as a team, man. I mean, that's a lot. Compared to them, they had 2.
Damn. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
10 QB hits. I mean, like, they were just, we were on it.
I will say the pressures came from the defensive line front tonight. They were playing without 2 starting offensive linemen after like the second quarter, which, I mean, it's football. Injuries happen, but we should have been dominating the trenches when you're playing with 2 reserve guys. I mean,
You'd say that, but a lot of times last year and the year before, we had Patrick O-line that was not giving up that kind of pressure and not giving up. We were still giving holes for Pacheco. So, guys got to step up. That's the point, point of football. You got to have depth.
That's
next
true.
Man up, next man up.
That's right. That's true. Yeah. The other thing I want to say is you kind of highlighted a little bit. Their first drive, they score without going to running back or tight end. I got to say, I've been very critical of the way we've handled tight ends and running backs. And I don't know if we solved that issue. I don't know if we did, because, the time possession was pretty much in our favor all night. So I don't know if they just didn't have the ball enough tonight. But running backs and tight ends were very limited tonight. And all year long, we've been dominated by teams tight end 1, tight end 2, tight end 3. We go back to the Bengals game. Every tight end on the roster was eating us alive. Gesicki outperformed Jamar Chase. Drew Sample dominated. Eric All dominated us last week. And then this week, Pitts had 2 and then likely week 1. Pitts had 2 catches, had the 1 breakaway play where I think Justin Reese slipped on it. So besides that, there was nothing. And then out of the backfield, they would Bijan at 20 yards receiving tonight, and that was and he was their leading receiver going into this as far as catches on the season. And what, he had 2-3 catches tonight? Come on, baby, go. Yes, that's a first down. That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now.
We completely shut down Robinson on the ground. He couldn't do anything. 16 for 31. I need to check his game log to see if that's his worst output in his short career. But he couldn't do anything. Bolton was on him. He had 3 tackles for losses, 7 solos. Algier was more successful on the ground than Bijan was, actually. They'd be smarter to go. I said this to you earlier. They'd be smarter to go to more of like a Gibbs Montgomery type system between those 2 guys. Let Algier be your masher, and then Bijan just get him in space. That's all you should really be doing at this point. Like, don't obsess over getting through the tackles. Whatever. D-line played outstanding. I think we may have found our D tackle next to Chris Jones. Wharton just looks the part. He's getting better every week. He's playing for that. He's playing on that 1-year deal, so that contract he'll be looking for. If he keeps playing like this, he's going to get paid. But yeah, we got pressure pretty much all game from just our front, bringing up clever blitz packages like Collinsworth was talking about. Even Bolton bluffing was getting someone a free pass at him. We hit Cousins in the back so many times. We were like just a quarter second away from him fumbling that. Like that, FAU smacked him good. Tranquil smacked him really good. He got hit a few times. We were all over him. Great game plan by Spags. It did start off a little rocky. What interesting about that, that's the only scoring drive this season that a tight end or a running back failed to catch a pass. At least that first one. I need to check on that last one. But as far as that first one goes, first one all season like that. And then after that first scoring drive, they didn't have a drive over 5 plays till the fourth quarter. We held them under 5 plays or under 6 plays till the fourth. Then they have like a bunch of successful drives. So going into that last quarter, we were like doubling up their plays and doubling up time of possession. We were killing them on that.
I think Turk Wharton, fantastic. A lot of guys got in this game that, Warren's kind of shown his kind of body of work throughout the season so far. I think him and Chris Jones have the most combined pressures between any D tackle duo in the league, which is pretty nice. to have that, because we've been waiting for another guy to step up, and it seems like this year is Turk Wharton's year to finally do that. And then you look at other contributions tonight on the defensive end. FAU, King Felix came in, had a nice play, but he was unblocked, I will say, for that play. But he laid the wood. He showed a lot of people out there that he can lay the wood. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.